Hi, welcome to DiscoveryTime Anytime. My name is Miss Katie, and this story time is brought to you by the Phoenix Public Library. And first things first, today we're going to be talking about triangles. But before we do that, we're going to do our hello song. So let's get our hello hands ready. Grown-ups too. Okay. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Welcome to DiscoveryTime Anytime. Grown-ups, our early learning message today is when we help kids develop early math skills, it can help their math and reading when they get to school. Children learn math through everyday activities. So today we're going to learn about triangles. So to do that, we are going to read this awesome book called Walter's Wonderful Web. It was written and illustrated by Tim Hopgood, and it's published by Fair, Strauss, and Giroux, which is an imprint of Macmillan, and it's read today with their permission. So without further ado, Walter's Wonderful Web. Walter wished he could spin a perfect web just like his friends. But Walter's webs weren't perfect. They were wibbly-wobbly. And when the wind blows, wibbly-wobbly webs blow away. But Walter was determined, so one morning he decided to start with something simple. Very carefully, he made a small web in the shape of a triangle. Whoosh went the wind, and it blew the web away. Walter started again. This time he made a bigger web in the shape of a square. Whoosh went the wind, and it blew the web away. Walter sighed and started again. This time he made a longer web in the shape of a rectangle. Whoosh went the wind, and it blew the web away. Walter sighed. Then he stretched his legs and made a taller web in the shape of a diamond. Whoosh, whoosh went the wind, and it blew that web away too. Perhaps my web should be more round, thought Walter. So he climbed up and down. He twisted and twirled. Would this be Walter's first perfect web? Nearly. It wasn't a perfect web, but it was an almost perfect circle, and it looked strong. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh went the wind. Poor Walter hit the ground with a bump. Walter was tired and upset. He felt like giving up. But as the sun went down, he thought about all the different shapes that he had made. And at once, he knew exactly what to do. So he took a deep breath and set to work. Whoosh went the wind. But it didn't stop Walter or his web, not this time. And the stars came out. Walter's web shone in the moonlight. It was better than perfect. It was a truly wonderful web. The end. So I'm going to pull this close to the camera so you can see all of the amazing shapes that are in the web. Look at all those cool shapes. There's diamonds and triangles and circles and squares and rectangles and every single shape that Walter made ended up in his web. How amazing is that? So one early math skill that we can teach our kiddos is learning about shapes. And luckily, shapes are all around us. You can point them out around the house, when you go to the store, when you go on walks. So we're going to sing a nursery rhyme about triangles. No, we're not going to sing. We're going to say a nursery rhyme about triangles. I'm going to teach it to you. We'll do it twice. So this is called the triangle rhyme. The triangle is a simple shape. I think you would agree. Count its sides and corners, and you will find just 3. So let's count. 1, 2, 3. Then the sides. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll do it one more time. Ready? The triangle is a simple shape, I think you will agree. Count its sides and corners and you will count just 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, let's talk about triangles. A triangle is a shape that has 3 sides and 3 corners. That's what a triangle is. There are different types of triangles, and there's lots of different ways that we can classify the triangles, that we can name them. The 2 ways that we can do that is by identifying their angles or the lengths of their sides. But first, I'm going to tell you a fun fact about triangles. In fact, it's 3 fun facts because triangles have 3 sides. The first is triangles always have 3 sides. The second is triangles always have 3 corners. And the third is that all 3 corners in a triangle added up together always make 180 degrees. Always. Isn't that cool? So there's 3 ways to identify an angle, and there's 3 ways to identify a side. So the first angle that you can look for is called a right angle. And a right angle looks like this. It's the angle that you would find in a square or a rectangle. You can also find it in a right triangle. So this is a right angle. It's 90 degrees. Now, if you look at the other 2 angles on this triangle, these are 45-degree angles. These are called acute angles. Acute angles are any angle that's less than 90 degrees. The other angle, so that's right angles, acute angles. The last angle is an obtuse angle. Now I really need to, let's do that. So you can see the right angle and the acute angle. Here's our obtuse angle. This obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees. So any angle between 91 degrees and 188 degrees, I guess, would be an obtuse angle. Any angle between 1 and 89 degrees is an acute angle, and then right angles are always 90 degrees. And when you take all 3 angles and add them together, you get 180 every single time. The other way to identify your triangles is by the length of the sides and how many of the sides are the same. So this triangle looks like your standard triangle. This is called an equilateral triangle because all 3 sides are equal. They're all the same length. This triangle, our right triangle, is also called an isosceles triangle because 2 of the 3 sides are the same. And this triangle is called a scalene triangle because all 3 sides are different. Okay, so we've got equilateral triangles with acute angles, isosceles triangles with a right angle and 2 acute angles, and a scalene triangle with 2 acute angles and an obtuse angle. So our activity today is we are going to make these straw triangles at home. So what you're going to need for this are paper clips and straws. Now remember, how many sides does a triangle have? 3. So you're going to need 3 lengths of straw. And how many angles does a triangle have? 3. So you need 3 paper clips. So I did the math, and when you get older, you can do the math too. You can always figure out how long one side of your triangle needs to be by putting in the other 2 sides in the angle, and there's all these math equations to figure it out, but I did the math for you and your grown-ups today. So my green straws are all 3 inches long. My pink straw for my obtuse triangle is 3 3/4 inch long. The blue straw is 6 inches long, And then over here for my right triangle, my purple straw is 4¼ inch long. So I went ahead and pre-cut my straws, but this is something that you can do at home with your kids. Use a ruler and a pair of safety scissors, and always have adult supervision when you're using your scissors, kiddos, but this helps build your fine motor skills so you can cut all your straws and take your paper clips. All you're going to do is you're going to bend them open like so. And then I found that on this paper clip, it helps to wing out the small bit a little bit. And then you just push them together to make your angles. So go ahead and make your triangles with me. We'll go ahead and do that now. So those are our 3 triangles. Our equilateral triangle with acute angles, our isosceles triangle with the right angle and 2 acute angles, and our scalene triangle, which are all 3 lengths, are different lengths, and 3 angles. 1 is obtuse. So those are all of our triangles. So you can do that at home. Another way that you can help develop those fine motor skills and practice triangles at home is by drawing triangles and then cutting them out with your scissors. So that's really going to help develop your fine motor skills in your fingers. So our last activity is we are going to count triangles. So I have got this sheet of triangles, and we are going to count how many triangles are on our sheet of paper. Are you ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are there more triangles hidden in the shape? Yeah, there's 10. Are there any more? Yeah. Oh, here's one. 11, 12, 13. There's 13 triangles on this sheet of paper. Good job. So our e-resource of the week is Scholastic Teachables. Scholastic Teachables is an e-resource available through our website, phoenixpubliclibrary.org. You can go log in, check it out, and they have crafts, worksheets, coloring sheets, mini books, all sorts of really cool stuff for pre-K through 8th grade. I searched for triangles, and I got 78 results that were all science experiments, crafts, worksheets, all sorts of cool stuff. So I would definitely check it out, Scholastic Teachables. So, grown-ups, remember, when we help kids develop early math skills, it helps their math and reading when they get to school. Children learn math through everyday activities. So it's time for us to say goodbye, but that's okay because you can go make triangles or go on a triangle hunt. That sounds like fun, huh? Okay, so let's get our goodbye hands ready. Okay. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Thanks for coming to Discovery Time Anytime. I hope you had fun. I'll see you next time. Bye.